everybody, Wendy here. I just wanted to pop on and show you the Lucious lemon curd mix. I found a recipe for the mix that makes muffins, and so I thought we would give it a try. We've never tried the lemon before, so you're seeing the fly by the seat of the pants version. So the recipe first calls for 3 eggs, and we will get them going here. Nice eggs. Seems lately we get lots of eggs that crack into a million pieces, the shells. And we preheated the oven already, and we lightly oiled, like the recipe calls for 4 mini pans. I have 4, but we wanted to make muffins, so we're using the muffin pan instead. In the large bowl, we're mixing the eggs and sour cream until smooth. Well, I can probably do that relatively easy, though you never know. It might be messy because I sometimes, frequently am messy. So this is our 1 cup prep bowl. They come in a set of 4, and they probably won't be able to see it from here. They have measurements right into the glass there. This is tempered glass. We use these a lot. We also use the larger size, which we'll get to later. It's the 4 cup prep bowl. They have silicone lids. You can use them for a number of different things, but today we are using them for measurements. So this is combining the eggs, and the mix. The eggs mix in the sour cream until smooth. We're using the relatively new Epicure scissors that just came into the product line. That looks way better when you add that thing. And I decided, since I needed a bigger bowl anyway, and this is lemon, that we would use the yellow bowl here. Okay, so drizzle in the oil. It called for 1/2 cup of oil. We got that. Whoops, that's going to be a mess. Oh, that's normal for me. Add flour. So this is 1.5 cups of oat flour, because we don't use wheat flour. And baking powder, using how much baking powder do we need? 2 teaspoons. So this is the 3-in-1 measuring spoon. This is how you can either lose all of your measuring spoons or none of them at the same time. Measured that. I measured this already. This is 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And it calls for lemon zest, which we didn't have, so we have some of the make-believe lemon juice. So I just thought, since I don't have any zest, we'll just pour that in here. That is, here. So we're just throwing a drizzle in that. This is where our creative baking comes in. Just going to make sure I get all the flour all wet and most of the lumps out. It says mix it till it's just combined, not over mixed. So here's what we have going here now. Looking pretty good. If we were to make this into the 4 muffin pans, it would probably, I think it's going to make, we oiled up the two muffin pans, so we'll see how that divides up. I have more muffin pans if we decide that it needs a 3rd one. Yeah, I'll just get a spoon here because that'll be easier. And you guys don't need to see me wasting days trying to get this into the muffin pans. Definitely not over mixed, but mixed enough. Okay, and we'll start. pouring these in here. And did I mention that we were gonna do these in the oven instead of the microwave? Because we just wanted to try, figured we'd do the old traditional method first, and then the next time we make it, we can make these in anything muffiny, like in the muffin pans in the microwave. It takes about 3 minutes for baking, but of course it's a little bit different texture because it is in the microwave. So I did oil these beforehand here. Get rid of that. Let's get this out of the way. We may have more than a dozen.
Ooh.
Or we'll have a dozen really big ones. Let's see what we come up with here. So these will take 15 or so minutes to cook. 15 to 18 minutes usually a muffin takes. In the oven at 350 degrees. No, the recipe doesn't even say how much. It says prep time is in an hour and 10 minutes. I'm not seeing that. Unless we miss something dramatic here, because this is just pretty easy. Maybe that's counting.
Baking?
Baking time. Yeah, it might be.
Baking and cooling?
Baking in the, yeah. Oh, well, it's counting cooling time. That's what it's counting. So there is, in this recipe, also a glaze that we would put on once the muffins are cool. I don't know whether we're going to get to that in this video because I don't know how I could entertain you for an hour while they cool. Yeah.
That's nicely done.
Fortunately,
it's like you
silicone
planned
is
it.
very easy to clean because I am very messy. And these look good. A nice smell to it too. There's lemon in here. Now I'm going to divide up the last little bits into. We might have really fluffy, high muffins here. If we wanted really small muffins, I could have made them into 18 instead of 12, but well, you can have a muffin.
Could have made a loaf.
Could have made it
And then muffins.
a loaf we would just get 4 out of it. Well, maybe there's 3 of us here, so we'll probably get 4 muffins, but at least in a muffin you're likely not to eat them all in one sitting. Or maybe.
Says you.
Which one needs it? This
That one.
needs.
And the one next to it to your right. That one.
Alright.
Yep, that one.
You know what I'm going to do is tap these down. Let's see, this one needs more. Creative adjusting. And this is going to be the last one. Where'd the spatula go? Pretend to be a professional chef here, a bakery chef.
A Becker.
Yeah. It's funny because Paul has way more baking experience than I do. Okay, so I put these on the quarter size cooling or sheet pans just so that they've got some support because I got to get them all the way over to the oven, and then when they're ready I got to get them back again, so I thought I'd just use that. The bowls, I talked about that, that's the 4 bowl. I'm going to throw these in the oven now and we will see what we get in 18 to 20 minutes.
I'm going to pause you, and then they're not just watching nothing for 18 minutes.
Okay, we'll pause. We'll come back later.
We're going to have tiny hands. We pause.
So apparently it takes more than 15 to 18 minutes. So 25 minutes later, here we are. I just want to grab the muffins out of the oven here.
Well, it takes that long in our oven anyway. I
Oh,
don't know.
oven, yes. So they're looking pretty good. I tested them with the toothpick, and well, they look kind of funky, but anyway, they're muffins. So I'm just going to leave them on. This is the Epicure cooling rack. They're sitting on the pan for a while. We've got to let these sit. And once they've cooled a little bit, I will whip up the glaze and we'll pour it on and take them out for you. So we'll see you in a few more minutes. Bye. We're back. I let the muffins cool for 15 to 20 minutes. I aimed for 15, but then I started doing other stuff. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to get these out of the pans. So I've got my fingers underneath here and I pop it out. Cool, easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy, yes. So I thought I would just, because I'm gonna put the glaze on in a second here, thought I would just put the cooling rack inside the quarter sheet pan, and then it'll catch all the drips that I make, because I will. So look, this isn't really got a lot in it. It's going to be really easy to clean. I found that with the silicone that it is a pretty easy to clean product here. So I've got a cup of confectioner's sugar and 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. That is our glaze. We do have, Epicure has a small whisk that I don't have yet, which would probably be pretty easy for this. I should really keep my spoons closer, because now I'm going to need one.
I'll hold that when you get a
Oh
spoon.
yeah, you're going to lick that for me?
No. Done with it?
Yeah, I'm just leave it here. So I'm just going to drizzle this on and catch all the extra, which I really would prefer that it all just soak right into the muffin, but it smells so good. And I'll just continue to let these cool a little bit more, and the glaze will solidify up a bit. It's oozing into these little cracks on here. Once I get this done, I might let them cool a little bit longer, but I'm not sure how much longer they will be around. Not long. I'm sure Alex, who's down in the basement, will probably even smell them.
The subterranean troll dweller.
Subterranean dweller is what he called himself. His bedroom is down the basement, so that's where he's got a very large bedroom, so he spends a lot of time there. So, oh dear, we may have to just do something with this extra
Just
glaze here.
keep pouring it on. Just keep pouring it on.
So if I can, I'll get another picture for you. We'll just save this video kind of halfway through, or wherever we're at right now. And when it starts to cool down, you should be able to see the glaze really well, and then we'll do a taste test. So we'll talk to you later.